Hello YouTube, DeGunNut here. Today I'm here to show you the Magpul ACS-L stock, also known as the adjustable carbine stock light. This is very similar to the regular ACS stock, with the only difference really being that it does not have the battery storage tubes on either side of the top of the stock. So I'll go ahead and show you the stock and what you get in the box. Here is the ACS-L stock. You can see obviously you get instructions to install it. You get a card that explains the difference between a mil-spec tube and a commercial tube. Mine is for a mil-spec tube. And you also get a quick detach sling swivel or sling attachment, which I have not put on yet obviously, but they do include that, even though on the box it says that the optional QD sling mount available. I did find one in my box, so I was happy to find that. You know, the big improvement I was looking for over the standard M4 stock was the or improved fit, I should say, to the buffer tube to avoid wiggle, and also improved cheek weld. So the surface here to allow it to get a good cheek weld for use with a scope or a red dot optic. So you can see overall, you know, as always, Magpul quality is very good. The stock, even though it got rid of the battery compartments, which are usually here, it still has the storage compartment in the rear. So there is still a place that you can store items if you like to do that on your rifle. Personally, I don't like to put too much in, although maybe a small cleaning kit or bottle of oil would be useful in the field. I don't like to add any more weight. And speaking of weight, I'm going to go ahead and do a comparison of this to the M4. It obviously is going to be heavier. Let's see how much. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show you the weight comparison between the M4 stock and the ACS-L stock. So this M4 stock is weighing in at 6.3 ounces, and the ACS-L stock is weighing in at 12.4. So if you're going for lightweight, the ACS stock is not going to be for you. This adds 6.1 ounces to the weight of your rifle. Overall size comparison in these two stocks, you can tell that M4 stock, I mean, it's a lot narrower and it's shorter. That was the other benefit that I was hoping to get from the ACS-L. It increased my length of pull, which I'll go ahead and show you how it installs, and then we'll show you what it looks like on the gun. Okay, we'll see how the installation goes for me today. I've already had the stock on the gun. It fits. The first time I put it on, it went on pretty easy, but when I tried to take it off, it was harder to get off. So it's a little bit different than the M4. I mean, it's a similar concept. You have to pull the lever up, but then you have to also push these pins or pull these pins down so that it clears inside there. The peg that comes up and engages into the buffer tube. So you got to get that down far enough to clear the buffer tube. As you press it down, it goes down some, but not all the way. So that's where you have to grab onto the pins to get it to clear. So go ahead and give it a try, but you just slide on the stock as far as it'll go until it stops. You pull the lever, and then you pull the pins at the same time that you have to push it on the tube, just like that. So it went on again, not too bad, but you have to use something to give yourself a third hand, if you will, but certainly manageable, not a difficult install at all. Now I'll go ahead and show you what the stock looks like on the rifle. Before I do that, just from a price standpoint, I'm seeing these at like $79.95 on Magpul's website. I paid slightly more than that actually at my local dealer, I think $82, but it was worth it to deal with the local business instead of just buying it through the mail. Okay, I have the ACS-L stock now by Magpul installed on my rifle. One thing to point out, I really like the look of the stock on my rifle. The color, which was kind of what I was going for with the flat dark earth, as well as the shape of the stock. I kind of like that type of shape. that the ACS stock has. And also the lockup, that's the other great feature, is the lockup on the stock. The improvement that I'm getting from that is just, it's amazing how secure the stock is. There's no wiggle whatsoever the stock to the buffer tube. It's a very secure fit with the friction lock engaged. Without it, you get a little bit of movement. It's probably about as much movement as the M4 stock gives, but with that friction lock tight, it's crazy tight. It's really nice. Definitely digging the ACS-L stock on CMMG MK4T. Haven't had it to the range yet, but I'll get it out there in the near future and actually do some real testing. Hope you enjoyed this video, YouTube. If you did, go ahead and like it and subscribe. Thanks.